What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of super awesome Mordheim, where unfortunately, due to me not really understanding my objectives, we have to walk all the way back across the map over to this side to fill up our final vial. And there's a bunch of guys with two-handers over here that really seem dead set on making me dead. They don't want me dead set, they are dead set on making me just dead. And then they drop the set off the second half. It's a little upsetting. I don't know who I want to send over here to deal with this. But one by one, we are going to have to pick these guys off. And so we kind of just need to make like a big wall of bodies. Ah, that 95% miss. That's what I love in life. Conan, what is best in life? Missing at 95%. That's what makes me feel all better. Missing at 95%. Man, I didn't know it was going to be one of those days. We just started the video. This is the first thing that I've done today. Oh, look at that. You just got shot with a crossbow. I don't think... Oh, no. Wait, what was that? What an odd move. I like your hip skull, though. Your hip skull's pretty dope. Oh, they have a bunch of two-handers. Okay, we're going to have to sort this one out. It looks like they do actually shift their spawn. I was a little bit worried about that. In the previous episode, I played for about 10 minutes in between episodes. It looks like the spawn does shift around, so that they're not always in the exact same spot. However, the downside here, Meinhof Schwarzhain is definitely going to have to fight on this side. We run a pretty significant chance of losing both or one of those little guys over there if we don't. Looks like we didn't get ourselves a counterattack right there, which surprises me. But you know what? I'm just going to sit this one out. We just got to get this last guy over here. The guy right there with the two-handed axe, he just needs to run over there and fill his vial and then put it inside the cart. So anyways, we're going to run him over to here, I guess. And that's like the best I can do. We're actually cutting it pretty close. I don't know if we're going to... We are maybe inside the realm of winning this one, but it's hard to tell anymore. It's really, really hard to tell. I'm not going to have these guys jump in on that fight until way, way later. Who put their vial inside of here? Got the Relic of Sigmar. I think the Wizard had one of the vials. Who else had a vial? I can't remember now. I don't know. I don't pay attention so good. There's way too many things going on and it makes me confused and it makes me just really sort of implode with sadness. My hope is that our guy in heavy armor over here will be able to hold out long enough to where we can turn in the remainder of the quest on that side and we won't have to worry about anybody else coming in and messing with us. But we're a little bit scattered right now. We're a little bit sticks to the breeze. Aldrimus Chenal. I need to stop bringing him places. He kind of sucks. I'm not feeling his shenanigans right now. If he had Fireball or some other useful abilities, I think we might be able to put him to the test, but with where he's sitting at the moment, I just don't find him to be a solid addition to our warband. I may just put in another champion or something. Have you reloaded already? So who else had... This is beginning to bother me. I should probably check their loot, just in case. You never know. I mean, sometimes they have stuff. It can be very, very difficult to tell. I found blues and purples on bad guys that I've killed before, so it is worth it every now and again to take a look and try and figure out what you can do in order to get a little bit more cash. I'll probably Overwatch, like... Well, yeah, go for it. 87's good enough to where if I can eliminate one of those guys, I'd like to do it. They shouldn't... Oh, look at that. They got a new champion. That's not good. Yeah, that's really, really bad. I didn't know they could respawn champions. I don't know. The mission seems a little tedious to me. The endlessly respawning thing doesn't do anything for me. It just kind of... At a certain point, it's just not realistic. Like, what are you going to do in real life? Just infinitely replenish all of your troops. And they're not even, like, difficult. They just slowly whittle you down with numbers by getting off, like, one accidental attack every now and again. So I'm hoping we can just get the hell out of here and finish this off. He took his 3 attacks. Let's go ahead and go parry stance right there. We'll make a little block with my 2 heroes on this side. And then after that, we will consider... Let me reload, actually. And I think he should be able to fire from over here if I put him on Overwatch. All I need from him is for Meinhof Schwarzhain to just dodge over and over and over again. And if that works out, fantastic. Leave him on parry for right now. I just need the other guy. I do wish that there was some kind of sprint order you could give. That'd be super rad, like an order where you could use up your... he ran right through the middle of our engagement zones. Right through the middle. Okay. Go ahead and get that counterattack off. They're all going to respawn on the next turn. Little unfortunate. Can't be helped at this juncture, though. He's not dealing a lot of damage. I don't know. At a certain point, I think the missions turn into just kind of drudgery where you just want them to be over. I think that's my biggest problem. There we go. Reinforcements have arrived. These guys have already been checked. Baggage is already good to go. My morale is solid unless they get hit by anything, and then we die horribly. Man. Magically making it through that 85% parry. Every time, too. Every time. Oh, Dreamus Chenault, did you have the other thingy? No, you're good. Well, go help this individual out then. You're not inherently that useful to me. So, just jump in there and I swear to God, I played like 10, 15 minutes in between episodes too. It's just, this is like the endless turd that will not flush. It just keeps going and going and going. I may just ignore the act missions from now on because they don't really add anything in terms of storyline. It's just endless combat to walk 5 feet. I'm not really sure what they were going for when they designed these missions. Oh good, they've got a champion now. That'll be fun to deal with. Okay, since they all respawned over here... Well, that's not good. How is that out of range right there? Ugh. Yeah, the respawning is a little over the top. Well, not just a little over the top, very over the top. They're basically respawning an entire warband every single turn, which is dookie. I don't know, just leave him over here maybe. I'm not really sure. You, sir, are going to have to fall back to this side because they definitely aren't going to hold over there. In fact, that's where I think our first loss is going to come from, is the wizard. Cool. 40 damage off on Spankle. His name is Spankle from now on. Meanwhile, somebody's definitely going to have to fall back over here and help. He's got a bunch of smelling salts, so I guess we'll get those out of his inventory too while we're here. How did he get dropped out of combat? Oh, he killed his guy. That's right. These both are new additions to the combat. Well, focus your fire. That's all that we really can do right now. That guy's got crazy shin guards, and I'm a little bit worried about him. I think he's an impressive, though. Although he didn't make us make a fear check, so I'm not sure. Not sure what the hell he's supposed to be. There we go.
Objectives.
Got the final vial.
Objective complete.
And so essentially all we need now is for people to collapse back to the central point, and we should be able to get the hell out of here.
A new round
However,
started.
They are going to be reinforcing and kind of being badasses and stuff like that. I don't want those guys in the combat. If we lose them, we could actually lose the fight. So if we lose the wizard and these two, that could be the game for us. I would love it if you would not miss both of your swings. There you go. Perfect. That's my guy. Aldremus Chenault. He should be trapped inside combat with him, so he shouldn't be going anywhere. So I'm just going to leave people over. I just want this to be over with and all on it. Really? He was inside the attack zone. How is he not... He was inside the red zone. How did he get out of that? What? You gotta be kidding me. So, if you go back and you watch the footage, he was inside the attack zone of Aldremus. Or I'm sorry, of the heavy armor guy over there. He was inside his attack zone. How did he just walk out of that without disengaging? That's crazy. Huh. I feel like I'm in Magic Wizard Land where there's no consequences for anything. Wolfenbaum's starting to look a little bit rubbed up too, unfortunately. He takes another couple hits and we're gonna have a rough day on our hands. Did Luther Wolfen... Oh my god, they respawn so many. Like, who okayed this? Like, how would you like to fight an entire warband every single turn? I'm gonna give you a hint. It's an integer that's lower than the number 1. That is how much I want to fight an entire warband every single turn. And it looks like they respawn on the opposite side, too. Whichever one you aren't on, that's the one that they spawn on. Which is really sort of obnoxious as well. And get him out of here. I can try and reinforce on this side. Meinhof Schwarzhain, did you have one? Oh, good. The lovely inventory system coming back to haunt me again. The inventory system in this game won't let you interact with anything if their little circle is over the top of it. It's stupid. It's beyond stupid. It just means you can't loot stuff all the time, and it just becomes a pain in the ass. So let's go ahead and run him back over to here. The longer I play this game, the more I'm faced with just little obnoxious things that drive me crazy about it. Although more than anything, I just want this mission to be done. It's like boring me to tears right now. And I don't think that's the goal of a video game. I think once you pick up the 3 and you fill them, you should just automatically win, and then there should have been no relic. It should have been the relic or the vials. This just made the whole thing into like a mission that's entirely too long and overstays its welcome far, far, far too aggressively. Alright, everybody check in, because I have no idea where the next file is. Probably going to miss that right there, my hope. He'll whack his guy, and then we'll start to fall back. We'll displace a little bit to try and get back to... I mean, I don't even know. We're going to try and displace, basically. We're going to kill this guy, and then we're just going to retreat like animals back to where we came from as fast as possible. That is, of course, assuming that all of our other guys don't get bogged down in combat non-stop for the next 25 minutes, which seems to be the most major issue. Actually, I think they could have fixed the whole thing by putting their respawn point back over that way to where it takes them 2 or 3 turns to get to you. But instead, they put the respawn, like... right... I don't know if I want him to jump into this fight or not, or if I just want him to fall back. Fall back. I can't recall if he has one of the vials. Who has the other vial? This is the weirdest thing ever. Who has that shit? Is it the archer, maybe? 17 gold crowns in there. I feel like I've just about taken everybody to the crate and have yet to find who has the other... Oh, he's still making fear checks. I was like, why is he still making fear checks? The worst type of cereal-based snack food. Maybe it's this guy then? I don't know if I had him... Somebody's got something, and we need to locate it here. Who has the other vial? One second, I gotta go watch the footage. So upon checking the footage, it's the plate mail guy right there, he had one. It's the wizard, and it's the guy with the two-handed axe. That's who has them, and the guy with the metal armor didn't have one just now. I don't know if we caught a bug or like what that is. I'll check one more time. I don't think he was able to get in there though. Maybe he wasn't able. I'm gonna have him delay real fast because the hero guy's in the way, but either way, we have a dog pile of people right now. I looked at who had the vials just now. I went back and watched the footage real quick. So hopefully we can sort this.
A new round has
We got
started.
respawns right there. Put him on dodge. Hopefully we can just get this finished. I just don't want to do this anymore. Like, I think the goal of a video game is to make you want to play more, not to make you just want to, like, turn it off and be like, I don't want to play anymore. This just took entirely too long, and I'm just bored out of my mind. There's no way that's a normal movement allotment. Like, they're spawning so far away and just running up on us on the first turn. Like, that movement allotment right there seems a little bit... I think they only have like 5 or 6 SP. And so that movement seems really, really wide to me. I've long felt like the AI is cheating when it comes to its movement. I've seen the AI do things with like fully armored characters that are just like, I think I want to call shenanigans on that one. You, sir, just switch weapons and fight with him. I don't know. I don't know why he's still making fear tests. He's failing them too. I wonder why his hit chance is so low. That's got to be due to the fear, right? I don't think he should be making fear checks anymore. It's been like 3 turns since we killed the impressive. Maybe it's like lasting or something. I don't know. He's afraid. Oh wow, minus 30%. That's nasty. That's a debuff for the ages, isn't it? This guy. I really wish they'd stop going around my attack zones like that. I don't know who they're after or what they're trying to accomplish, but... Oh my god, are you kidding me right now? You've got to be joking me. Die, god. Yeah, he totally cheated that attack zone right there. Look at how close that attack zone is to the wall. There's physically no way he could have made that. I don't know what the AI is doing right now, but it's definitely not playing fair. His attack zone runs right up to the wall. I don't see any way that it would have allowed the player to do that. Like, look at the size of the circle right there that initiates combat. Alright, so I guess we're doing this for another turn. What? I had it on dodge roll. Ugh, that's another one of my pet peeves. It's annoying as shit that it defaults back to blinding light after you select like dodge and you want to move slightly. Like you select dodge and the second you cross your movement line it puts it back on blinding light so that if you're like trying to move real fast it doesn't hold the option you've already selected. Just kill this guy, get rid of him. I don't want him to exist anymore. Okay, or miss a simple easy roll, that's fine too, whatever. I'm gonna have to put people on ambush stance over here basically so that they run down anybody that tries to like come up in our zones, I think. The XP bonus is gonna be actually pretty bad for us too. We're gonna get XP for killing all these guys. And the downside to that is that that's going to level up the AI, who's going to get free abilities, free armor, and free weapons. And we're not going to get any of that. So essentially we're making the game worse for ourselves too after this mission. That's one of the reasons that I purposefully always avoid the secondary objectives if I can help it. Why is he still making that check? It said he had 0 last turn. Is that bugged? Because last turn it said it had 0 turns left. Maybe the 0 just means that it's enduring, but it's still weird that that lasts so long. I don't really know how we get rid of it. That's how it's done. Good job, buddy. Yeah, they're wandering like straight through attack zones and stuff. Like, I don't know how they're getting away with it, but that should have triggered combat with him for sure. I need you to get inside the chest. There we go.
Objectives.
So you drop that off. And I really, he's going to get a wound too. I forgot, he got critted, which means he has to make a wound roll after this fight. Go ahead and help out with this over here. For the love of God, I wish this mission would end. Honestly, for the love of anybody, this mission blows.
Objective complete.
God. Not worth 17 gold coins and a couple of wordstone for that. How many people did we knock out? How many people did we knock out? Oh, we've only got our MVP. We knocked out 29 guys? Jesus.
The sacred waters of Sigmar will be a great boon to you in your activities within Mordheim. Employ them sparingly, for there is no knowing how long
You
the
are
fonts will
progressing
retain
nicely.
their power in a temple that has been so cruelly defiled. The brightest light can shine only so long in the darkness. The relic we have recovered will be of great value to Baron von Leitdorfer. I will send it to him in Beckhaven. Returning such a relic to the Sigmarites will gain him great favor in their eyes. Perhaps even the support of an Arch-Lector, or the Grand Theogonist himself. Such an endorsement from Sigmar's priesthood is something more valuable than gold or wordstone. Supported by the priests, the Baron will have far greater legitimacy than his rivals, and his enemies will have to think carefully before interfering in his affairs, lest they bring the wrath of Sigmar down upon their heads. Make no mistake, the Baron will be greatly pleased with what you have accomplished this day. I do not think you will go unrewarded. For now, however, we must leave this place. The profane hate of the corrupt draws them to the ruined temple like moths to flame. Much as it pains me to do so, we cannot linger. We do not have the strength or the time to protect this place from all those who would defile it. I would not shed more blood for a hopeless cause, even one fought in the name of Lord Sigmar.
That's heresy, bro. You gotta be careful when you say shit like that. Like, you're supposed to throw your life away for Sigmar. He's the Warhammer Fantasy Emperor guy. He's not the Emperor right now. I forget the...
Remarkable.
Yeah. He may have leveled up a little bit too much.
Outstanding.
Oh, God. At least our champion got a level. That'll be helpful.
Nice progress.
He got spell points, which means I might be able to make him useful finally. Although we're a little bit low on cash. Yep, he got critted in the last round. Oh my god. And it took him out for 2 days. That's so upsetting. That is deeply upsetting. What shitty loot, too. Like, if you spend that much time in a mission, you'd hope you get at least, like, 1 blue or 1 perp out of it. 54 bucks for all of our warriors to get back into the fray. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and I think I'm actually going to use this time to train people. We got 2 days until other things come through. When it comes to our leader, we need him to have Web of Steel, which is basically an upgraded version of Parry Stance. I don't know exactly where it's at. There it is. Ooh, we don't have enough money. I may have to sell some stuff first. Hold on. We got a blue crossbow? How come the blue crossbow isn't... God, the mistakes I make in this game. Oh, he's already got the blue crossbow. Okay. Not like the red crossbow. The red crossbow is known for its humanitarian work, but the blue crossbow, not so much. I'll probably, since he's a parry build, I'll probably go for a little bit of strength so that he hits harder. And then on top of that, he gets rid of 4% of the enemy's parry chance just in case we go up against somebody nasty. I'll probably just keep leadership going on up. I mean, there's so many fear checks in this game that it's worth it. And then that'll get rid of dodge chance. Wow, he's up to 91% parry. That's pretty sweet until we hit some of the enemies that are actually immune to parry. That's right, there's enemies in this game that bypass parry entirely. They don't even make a parry. It's gnarly when you run into them too. It sucks. So Fieglerman, I'm going to keep you dodgy, I guess. We'll confirm all this stuff. Everybody's got some points to apply, though. I need you to continue with your weapon skill. His parry leaves something to be desired. However, in order to even that out, if I gave him sword and board, I guess. Like, we got him with a big... Well, I don't need to buy it. I mean, we can just go with my inventory. That'd work, too. So if I go there and then I go for a shield, that gets him up to 50%, which is a little bit better. It's close enough. What's our next shipment? Oh, I haven't even sent the next shipment? Jesus. Okay, so I got all kinds of stuff I need to work on for right now. I will probably beef his strength up to like 9 or 10, and then I'll start working on toughness. Leadership is obviously something that I hold in high regard as well. He needs intelligence, and it's so far gone at this point. People are saying I should have made him a bowman, but it's kind of far gone at the moment, so I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I mean, we've already dropped a bunch of wasted points. Technically, I could just fire him. He's not that good of a hero anyways, and I don't like keeping him around, but I'll give it some more thought in between episodes. I like agility, I guess. Go with agility, and I'll worry about your martial skills later. Over here... Definitely some more ballistic skill for you. I want your range damage and your hit chance to be pretty excelsior. He's up to 4, though. Is this tiring? Reload is 3 strategy points. I'm trying to figure out if he can fire it twice in one turn. I don't think he'll be able to. I think it costs like 3 to 5. Maybe I'll check it on the next mission. And then once again, this will be one of those times where I think we should probably just keep pumping leadership. You, sir, more strength. I feel like some of our characters advanced really, really well here, and then a lot of our characters didn't. Gunnar Lundorf, we're going to keep you as a friendly neighborhood dodge bot, which sounds like a Shazbot, but it's not the same thing. Shazbot. Shazbot. One of the most spammed things in a video game ever. Shazbot. 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 Probably go... I'm going to say, Luther, why are your stats so terrible? Because you're level 0. That's going to be it for me, though. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Mordheim. Thank God that mission is finally over. I will see you all in future episodes. Bye, everybody.